If your claim is not supported by the proportionate strength, you will not be able to do that. There was a theory in 1954 when we brought about our industrial policy in 1956 that India's defense autarky, India's in terms of its equipment, weapons, etc., will automatically come through if India is industrially developed. If India is industrially developed, then it will have the technology, it will have the basic industries, it will have steel industry, it will have heavy machine building and others, and therefore, either we can make a tractor or we can make a tank, just the same. It is not just the same. It's a wrong mindset, it's a wrong theory. You work on the wrong ideas and you land up in trouble. That is why we have landed in a trouble that a country of 120 crore people, which has got the largest technological pool, which has got the best, which has got all the ingredients of making the best alloys from which the steels and cobalt steels and nickel steels, etc., are made, from which the armament factories are this thing. That is, India still is the world's biggest importers of arms and weapons. It's a pity. If we do not purchase, those factories will get closed. And we have got the capital, we have got the manpower, we have got the market, we have got the demand. And at the same time, we are totally dependent, not only that we are importing, but should we engage and use those weapons in a military engagement, which is not to the interest of the suppliers of those weapons, they stop the spares. And not only that, if whenever any engagement starts and then the spares are required at that point of time, you can't have the redundancy factor indefinitely, you cannot keep the spares, this thing, they are at such exorbitant costs and come with so much of a delays of time. So India's first priority now should be that we should, in next 10 years, today we are about 30% dependent, but we should become more than 70 to 75 dependent on our indigenous equipment. And what we call as our indigenous equipment today in our ordnance factories should all get privatized. They are making low quality, low technical input items which can be privatized. The public sector undertakings and the ordnance factory should go only for high technology equipment, the DRDO supported, our original designs, our original architect, which has got an element of surprise, which has got an element of it's greater the suitability to our terrain and our geographical conditions. We should go for that sort of an equipment. Otherwise, we will always be dependent and we will never be able to become a self-reliant defense power. Civilizational issues have not only lost their validity, but has become an unacceptable world. I think if India has really to emerge, presume a situation 100 years later, in case you have got a democratic society and a democratic constitution, and India continues to remain a member of the United Nations, but you cannot